Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're reacting to I'm sorry, that scared me. Anyways, in today's video, we're reacting to an animated story time about a girl whose mom literally thinks she's a loser. Let's jump into the video.
Hi, my name is Cassia. For as long as I can remember, I was the shyest kid you've ever met. When I was little, I would hide behind my mother's dress when meeting new people.
So she's basically like every other child. I'm not gonna lie, I was never that child. I was literally the type of child you'd see and want to punch.
My first grade teacher thought I couldn't speak for a full year. My parents were so concerned that they took me to a child psychologist to try to get me to open up a little. What the doctor figured out that my parents couldn't is that I had a huge imagination.
So you can't speak because you've got a huge imagination. I think you're just a bit shy.
I wasn't good at talking to people, but when she read me a story, she could see my eyes light up.
Exactly, now that they've created a small connection, she's gonna be so open. I've met a lot of people who are like this, and whenever you crack them open and actually get to speak to them, they're so good. It's literally one of the best feelings ever.
I loved stories of knights and princesses and epic quests, even a dragon or two. Then, everything changed when she put paper and pencil in front of me and asked me to write my own story.
Is she gonna be able to write a story? Honestly, she might be an author. Like, she could literally become the next J.K. Rowling. She's a billionaire. Like, imagine becoming a billionaire over a book.
Soon, I had created a world of monsters and mazes and heroes who would say the things that I never could. My psychologist was absolutely stunned. She had never seen such an expansive imagination in someone so young.
So she's very shy and doesn't speak, but she's got a massive imagination and a big brain. Whenever I was younger, I was the complete opposite of her. I wouldn't shut up and I was dumb.
I had found my calling. The only problem was, I came from a very strict, old-fashioned family. My parents are both doctors, as are my grandparents. Our household was all science all the time.
They're not gonna like her writing books. Maybe she can break away from the family tradition. Like, have a transition, try something new.
Not a lot of room for what my mom called silly kid stories.
Silly kids stories. Excuse me, she could literally become the next big author. You can say whatever you want about her now, but whenever she's older, successful author and a millionaire, you're gonna be wanting to change your mind. They're gonna regret what they said.
Throughout elementary and junior high school, they forced me to join sports teams and go to math camps to try and make me more sociable, but it didn't work.
Oh girl, I completely get you. I was forced to do so many things whenever I was younger. I was forced to do gymnastics, trampolining, football, BB, swimming, literally loads of things, and I never wanted to do them. That's something that parents do which irritate me. They think they know what their child wants when they quite clearly don't.
I had the writing bug. When my parents would go to bed, I would turn my flashlight on under my sheets and write my epic stories.
I can hear a siren going on. Is somebody okay? But anyway, she seems like a bookworm. Whenever I was younger, I read so many books and then I gave up because I'm dumb. I might actually get back into reading books. I low-key miss it. Like, I feel like my vocabulary needs to be strengthened.
A sword that speaks. A princess trapped in the underworld. A knight who is half monster. I never felt more alive than when I was writing my stories.
That's literally me with editing videos. I want to try and fix my sleeping schedule where I'm up from 5 AM to 9 PM. But it's literally the complete opposite. I get up at 9 PM and go to sleep at 5 AM. I'm just such a night person. Like, I thrive during the night. And I recently fixed my sleeping schedule and I don't want to ruin it again.
One night, my nosy little brother came into my room while I was writing and discovered my stash of notebooks. He ran into my parents' room yelling that I had been making up stories in secret.
What's wrong with her making up stories? Is she not allowed to do that? Honestly, if I were her, I'd just smack the brother. I hope the parents don't punish her. Like, she's literally just using her imagination. She's got a big brain, so there's a possibility she could use that to become a doctor to make them happy. I really hope she doesn't become a doctor. I honestly hope she moves away.
They were not happy. The next night, they held a family meeting in our living room.
They held a family meeting because she's making books. Hello, your daughter's allowed to have a childhood. Like, she's allowed to write books. This family seems like a very strict, conservative Christian family. I feel bad for people who are stuck in families like that.
Silly stories are not a career. You have to learn somehow.
He took out my stack of notebooks and put them in the fire.
So he's literally burning her notebooks. She's literally a child. Just because she's writing books doesn't mean anything. She could still become what you want her to become, but she just likes to write stories. I'm telling you, these parents need to go to child therapy happy because they don't know how to raise a child. This young girl should honestly run away. And I hate the son because this happened because of him.
I was so mad at him. I got up and left. I slammed my bedroom door hard.
Honestly, if I were her, I'd just pack a bag and run away in the morning. Remember when you were younger how you'd always throw tantrums and pretend you're moving away? I literally packed a suitcase, ran away for 2 hours and then came home. My escape didn't last very long.
Flash forward a couple of years to high school. I hadn't written a word in a long time, but I was starting to come out of my shell a little bit. I was getting straight A's. I had some friends. I was even getting some attention from boys. That's when I met Ethan.
Okay, tell us about Ethan. Who's Ethan? Is he another author? It's kind of sad that she hasn't written any books in years. Like, couldn't she do it in school? I hate the parents, I'm telling you. All parents like this are evil. I feel like all the parents in all these stories are always so, like, malicious. The parents are weird.
Ethan and I sat next to each other in English class. I mostly kept my mouth shut during class discussion, but Ethan would say the smartest, most interesting things, and he had the dreamiest hair. The only problem was my shyness was back and at an all-time high.
Okay, so she's shy again and she's fallen in love with Ethan. Could she not, like, write him a little love book? Maybe he'd be into something like that.
On my first day of classes, he asked me what the date was. I was so flustered I couldn't even speak. September? I said. Real smooth, Cassia. Real smooth. How was I going to figure out how to talk to this guy?
Honestly, sometimes you just gotta bite your tongue and give it a go. It's either gonna go really well or really bad. But I mean, if he sat beside you and he speaks to you, hopefully he likes you. You might as well shoot your shot.
One day, I saw him after class signing up for something. As soon as he left, I crept up to see what it was. An audition for the school play. He's handsome, smart, and an actor. There could be an opportunity here.
Exactly, like you're literally an author. Maybe she could write scripts for him and he could act them out. I'm telling you, that's something they need to do. They're literally going to be a power couple.
If we were in the same play, we'd be forced to talk to each other, and maybe he'd see that I'm not a total weirdo, but auditioning in front of people? I was going to need some help. I enlisted my friend Stacy, who was one of the most confident people I had ever met. She helped me choose a monologue and memorize it. She made me feel so comfortable. It felt like a breeze.
That's literally what I'm like. Like, I'm a really confident person, and whenever I'm around shy people, I take the shyness away from them. Not to like lick my bum, but I love that about me. I just think shy people are so adorable, and whenever they open up to you, they're literally the best people ever.
But when the time came to audition and the adults were sitting behind the table, I opened my mouth and the words didn't come out. Oh no, it was the longest 5 minutes of my life, and the director was not impressed. To make matters worse, when I was leaving, Stacy walked right past me into the audition room. Why didn't she tell me she was auditioning?
Oh, is she a fake friend? Maybe she's two-faced. I feel like we might need to unstand Stacy. I just feel bad for her, like she wants to get the part so that she can get close to the boy.
The following Monday, I checked the casting announcement. Ethan was cast as the lead, and Stacy was his romantic co-star.
Please don't tell me they're gonna fall in love. That can't happen. Stacy, don't steal Ethan. Ethan's meant to be her man. Well, soon to be man.
Oh my god, this could not get any worse. Then I looked for my name, all the way at the bottom. I was playing a serving maid with no lines.
Well, I mean, at least she got a part in the play or production, so she's gonna be there with him. But then Stacy and the boy are gonna be really close to each other in a romantic film or like production actor thing. I don't know what it is. Please don't tell me they're gonna fall in love.
Some plan this was. So there I was at every rehearsal, watching my former best friend and my crush do romantic scenes together. Stacy was looking at me from the corner of her eye while touching Ethan and holding his hand.
Ew, so evil. She's such a two-faced rat. Honestly, we unstand Stacy. We need to take her confidence away. We should plot something against her. Like, let's try and embarrass her so then she'll become really insecure and never speak to somebody ever again.
Ugh, so gross. She is terrible. To make matters worse, the play was really bad. The story was nonsense and the dialogue was even worse, and I had to listen to it every day.
I done drama for GCSE and I can relate to that. Whenever you're learning lines and like practicing your play, it's the worst thing ever. I can't remember what my piece was or what the lines were, but I can still remember it in my head. It's so weird. We literally practice it 2 times a week, sometimes more, for like a year and a half. It was painful and I hated every minute of it. And I'm pretty sure I failed it as well.
One day, as I was leaving rehearsal, I overheard the director and his assistant arguing. They both agreed the script they had written button was not working, but they couldn't agree on how to fix it. Just then, I had an idea.
Exactly, she needs to walk up to them and write them a new script. This is how she's gonna fall in love with Ethan. I really hope that her and Ethan get married and have like 50 billion kids. And then I also hope that Stacey dies. Can she like get hit by a car and get put into a coma?
I walked up to them and told them that I could fix the play. They looked at me like I was out of my mind.
Why don't you leave this to the adults?
Said the director.
Ew, that's like such an ugly thing to say, and that's such a teacher thing to say as well. They better give her a chance because she's gonna blow them away.
I told them again that I knew how to fix the play, and I could prove it to them if they just gave me 24 hours. I told my parents I had a big chemistry exam the next day, and I had to study all night.
That's a good thing to tell them, because if they find out that you're writing a play, they're literally gonna rip your computer off you. I don't like the parents. Like, she needs to get rid of Stacey, the parents, and the brother.
They believed me, and I could see the proud look on their faces. That night, I wrote and worked until the early hours of the morning. I had rewritten the entire play. First thing in the morning, I dropped it on the director's desk. When I arrived at rehearsal after school, everyone was whispering to each other.
Okay, what's happened? Have they been told about her really good script writing, or is something up with Ethan and Stacey?
Then the director got up in front of everyone and said,
Today, we got an absolutely brilliant new draft of the play. I am amazed. I need to thank
"You," I interrupted. "You did such a great job on the new draft of the script." I had just realized that if my parents found out I had written this play, I'd be permanently grounded.
Why are you gonna be grounded for writing a script? I mean, at least you're helping somebody out. Could the director not ring your parents and be like, look, we know you don't like it, but you've done a really good job, we're proud of her. Thank you for giving birth to your daughter.
The director kept my secret, but privately told me what a great writer he thought I was. Wow, the play was a big hit with the entire school.
Okay, so the director's really proud of her. That's good. See, this wouldn't have happened if he didn't give her a chance. This is why you don't judge a book by its cover. I know that's a corny thing to say, but it's true.
And even though no one knew I had written it, I could hear how much they liked it. The only hard part was Ethan. I had put all my feelings about him into the script, and those lines were being read by Stacey of all people.
Ew, I couldn't imagine that. Like, if I were her, I would change lines to say that Stacey like died of like cancer within like 5 minutes. Is that a mean thing to say? I don't think it is. I mean, I hate Stacey, so I guess I can say it.
The whole point of doing the play was to get close to Ethan, and now he felt further away than ever. And he was wonderful in the play. When he spoke my words, I felt like he was the only person who ever understood them.
It must be really satisfying for her because he's saying it to Stacey, but she wrote it and her emotions are put into the script, so it probably feels like he's saying it to her.
My whole family came to see the play. After the show, my parents said they were glad I was getting more comfortable with speaking in public. Little did they know I had written my own lines for myself. I had kept the secret well, but I was tired of lying.
Wait, is she gonna come clean to her family? I hope they enjoyed the show because I don't want them to ground her again.
Mom, Dad, I wrote this play. I don't want to be a doctor. I want to write. They were furious with me.
I should have never let you do this play. You're right back to writing these useless stories.
What is wrong with her writing stories? You're literally a psychopath. I'm telling you, I want to find out where these people live so I can call CPS. Child Protective Services need to arrest them.
For the rest of the school year, no friends and no going out. And when you are at home, you are studying your sciences.
This isn't a way to get your child to work in the NHS or like doctor industry. This is one way to get your child to disappear the minute she turns 18. Literally, you're never gonna see her again.
I didn't care. I was tired of keeping my true self a secret. With my newfound confidence, I marched over to Ethan. Hey, I just wanted you to know that I think you're really cool. Do you want to go out sometime?
She's literally just asked Ethan to go out on a date. I hope he says yes. Like, if he doesn't, we're literally gonna bomb his house.
He said, "Sorry, but I'm seeing Stacey." Stacey? I should have known. If only I had acted sooner. Soon I found out that Stacey had even told everyone in the cast that she had rewritten the play.
And everyone's gonna believe Stacey because the daughter didn't tell anyone because she didn't want to get grounded. Can something bad please happen to Stacey? Like, Ethan, I'm so disappointed in you.
What a liar. Did Ethan believe that? Ugh, I was so mad. How could you do this to me? I asked Stacey later at school. I thought we were friends. You were never going to take credit for the play. And you were never going to make a move on Ethan.
You don't know that? She literally just did. I'm telling you, this daughter needs to go up and smack Stacey. Lock her in a locker or something like that. Make her suffer.
So I did. What are you gonna do about it? Oh my god, who did she think she was?
Exactly, who does she she thinks she is. She needs to do like some big exposing video on YouTube. Like she needs to expose Stacey for who she really is.
So I decided to do something alright. For the next few months, I wrote and wrote and wrote. I was grounded, of course, but it's not like my parents could take away my computer.
Honestly, I'm surprised her parents didn't hack her computer to see what she's actually doing. Is she writing out like a big plan to kidnap Stacey? I mean, if she is a supporter.
After a while, I had a polished draft of my new masterpiece play. I sent off my script and my essay to a handful of colleges across the country. A few months later, my friends were starting to receive their college admission letters. Where were my letters? I was cleaning the house one day when my mom's purse fell off the counter and a bunch of paper fell out.
What's gonna be inside the letter? I just seen a letter. I feel like something's about to happen. Are we gonna get a plot twist?
Inside, I found a letter from my top school in New York City. I opened it. I got in.
Where did you find that?
My mom roared.
You are not supposed to see that.
Why is her mum so mad that she got into the school she wanted to get into? I'm telling you, the parents are up to something. They're really sus. They're sketchy. I feel like these are the type of parents that hate their children for no reason. Don't have kids if you're gonna hate them.
Well, too late. That fall, I began my studies at a prestigious drama program in the heart of New York.
So she's literally going to a drama school. Oh yeah, her parents are gonna be furious. Did it treat the son like this? Like, I really hope they don't. Actually, I hope they do, because if I had a sibling like that, I'd literally throw him off a cliff.
My writing professor was a famous playwright who loved my writing. She challenged me to be a better writer and nurtured my talent. Near the end of my first year, I had a new play and was auditioning actors to be in it. Imagine my surprise when I saw who walked in. Ethan, my high school crush. Of course, he was perfect for the role. We spent the next month rehearsing and laughing and getting to know each other with the rest of the cast.
Hold up 1 minute. Don't fall in love with him again, because he could literally be using you. Is he still with Stacey? Like, what happened between them two? Did she cheat? Did she run away? Did she die?
He and Stacey had broken up. The opening night at the school was a big hit. After the show, a man walked up to me and told me he was a theater producer and asked if I had thought about moving my show to a bigger stage.
Okay, so two good things just happened. Stacey's out of the picture and Ethan's single, and she just got a possible job promotion. Honestly, she's winning today, isn't she?
This was all happening so fast. 1 year later, our show opened on Broadway. My family was there apologizing for not encouraging me.
Oh, so her parents have came running back. I told you they were gonna regret it. She's gonna be famous and minted with a hot boyfriend. Everything that they always wanted. Karma's a real thing, so she better not let them in.
I didn't see what a talent you are. Your father and I hope you can forgive us. We're so proud of you.
I forgave them and gave them a big hug. Life's too short anyway. At the end of the show, the whole cast made me get up and take a bow with them. Afterwards, Ethan asked if I wanted to go to dinner.
Oh, so now Ethan wants to get to know her. It still seems a bit fishy. Well, anyways, guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the subscribe button, and yes, I will see you all in my next video.